Good afternoon, this is McKayla Tennyson with grain commentary for the market week ending July 10th. This week, corn futures finished down 13 cents, soybean futures finished down 19 cents, and wheat futures finished up 38 cents. Funds were influencing the market early on in the week with some fun buying going on one day and lacking it the next. Weather forecast called for a wet pattern across the Midwest this week as well. The USDA crop progress report on Monday had the good to excellent rating for corn at 71%, which is down 2% this week compared to last year's good to excellent rating at 57%. Combined corn sales were strong this week, and they were on the high end of expectations, with China being the leading buyer. There also was a flash sale this morning of 1.365 million tons of corn for delivery to China. Friday's USDA supply and demand report was neutral to friendly, but the market has now turned its attention over to weather forecasts calling for more rain earlier in the week next week. The report showed U.S. corn ending stocks for 2019 and 2020 at 2.248 billion bushels versus the average trade estimate of 2.287 billion bushels. The corn yield was estimated at 178.5 bushels per acre versus the average estimate of 178.6 bushels per acre. Soybeans in the Midwest have been experiencing the same wet weather that corn has dealt with this week. The crop progress report held the good to excellent rating for soybeans at 71%, comparing to last year at 53%. Soybean sales were very good this week, with combined sales topping 1 million tons. This week, soybean sales beat expectations, with China being the leading buyer. The soybean market had found additional pressure from the worsening rhetoric between China and the U.S. Friday's USDA report was neutral for soybeans, with numbers in line with expectations. The report had ending stocks for soybeans for 2019 and 2020 at 620 million bushels versus the estimate of 588. 2020 and 2021 ending stocks were at 425 million bushels, which was in line with the estimate of 424 million bushels. The soybean yield was estimated at 49.8 bushels per acre versus the average estimate of 50.1 bushels per acre. Earlier in the week, wheat borrowed strength from both corn and soybeans as U.S. hits its typical hot summer weather. Wheat harvest has been progressing across the central regions as heat brings on the crop. USDA crop progress report had winter wheat harvest at 56% complete. The WASDE report showed 2021 wheat ending stocks at 942 million bushels versus the average trade estimate of 954 million bushels. Wheat sales met expectations this week, with a flash sale from China that bought some hard red spring wheat and hard red winter wheat to be delivered in the 2020-2021 marketing year. Thank you for listening to this week's market update, and you have a great weekend.